Se más dieron la vez, ficar eso varie, viva de domo, bilo, arigero, parigeso, parigero, pagi, bedo, birra, you begin si anche divise di pronto beyond the pronto very pretty should be Kobe should be available happy teddy so be happy so be should be chatty perry Akiston Brody Cardi assistant baby carry Jody Cadillac and Tated Whale inside Scotland irritated massive starter paid parting Hammond Jobin having Georgia jerking listen Pudel Liverpool and Kobe Dublin Dobin Scork and System Daddy at the top that having Dabbies already just got their hamming testing Caddy Derby Dabby laughing Dubbing Derby laughing Sesto Lita Ferro carry throwing head in it pudding crash will get a ground to see that happy totally faded right there. If you will a token, I was supported. I know what's supposed. I will win and never go with a pride of sign. If you tell me what's the never pride of love, we sit down with the doing till we cry. See you see the same sequence. I've seen the seal with the fire like a both physics in one sound locomotion. I feel the pride of nation gaze on a historic and human doubt in saying to money starting out to Yatu and Towe. Yeah, 100 million people we are previously don't haven't told me Joey current previous English man on the UN as a state of title Australia, New Zealand, the Commonwealth of the Great Britain. If you will have it told it, I was somebody going for it and never be doing very well. And now it did it all well around. We haven't told it since that people ever tell me making that good of entertainment number with a singing if you told me, I will not take it down. If you talking, I will pay the price. I wasn't die for. I wasn't die for. I wasn't die for. I wasn't die for. It wasn't just good enough. I'm to verify if the life is not a good you. Just sing in time if you've gone goodbye. I say if the sing is not good enough. I have absolutely no idea how this is so bad now. It doesn't seem to work at all. Yeah, some settings they don't carry have turned off to some wires from the cable. But we're gonna take a phone call to these guys and just to make an interview and ask a couple of the troubleshooting. They kinda answer to me. Yes, it's brilliant, brilliant. I know it's just something remakeable, great things. Yes, the thing for me now was to get away from the big roads. I began to see that I had been a fool to take a car. Anybody will know me in it, and if I left it took to my feet, I should soon get caught. As I was thinking of what I was to do, I saw the airplane again. Down a hill I went as fast as I could, and was looking around to see where it was when I suddenly heard another car. My horn gave me a roar, but too late. I did only the thing I could do to avoid the crash and ran into the hedge. The car went out the hedge towards a steep hillside. I stood up and was going to jump out
When a branch of the tree lifted me out, the car ran onto the property that is right and 50 yards below. The hand took me off. By the arm, a voice asked me if I was hurt. I found myself looking at a tall young man. "I'm sorry, sir," I said. "It was my fault." "Well, that's the end of the song," Scott's mother thought, "but it might have been the end of the man's life." He took out of the water and looked at it. "You are the right sort of yellow," he said. "I can spare a quarter of an hour. Will you take the home?" "I can spare a quarter of an hour. Will you take you home and put you on bed? Where are your things?" "In the river with the cars." "In my pocket," I said, showing him to my toothbrush. 3 minutes later we drew up before house and showed me Wayne. He took me first to a bedroom and gave me some clothes to put on, and then I had a cup of tea while he was talking. "You can take some food in your pocket, and we will have a supper when we get back. I got to speak at a political meeting at Prattleburn. By the by, you haven't told me your name." "Twiston." "Well, you see, there was another man coming to speak to you, but I had a telegram from him afternoon saying that he had got influence at Blackpool, and here I am left to do the whole things alone. Now you got to be good chap and help me." "All right," I said. "I'm not much good as a speaker, but I will tell them a bit about Australia." At this word he seemed to forget all his troubles. He thanked me, and then a few minutes later we were in his car. On the way he told me his uncle was in the government and that his family wanted him to go into politics. Altogether he was a very nice young man. As we passed through a little town, 2 policemen signaled to us to stop. "Beg your pardon, Sir Harry," said one. "We've orders to look out for your cars, and it's much like yours." "All right," said Sir Harry. "Well, I thanked God for being saved." The next thing I knew, we had drove up outside of the door in the street, and we were being welcomed by a number of gentlemen who took us into the hall with about 500 people in it. Sir Harry spoke very badly. He was looking at his nose all the time, and as soon as he lost one, he did not know what to say. He said a lot of nonsense about social reform, and Germany and Britain working together in peace. And yet, I liked to speak. I did not get so badly. I told him all I could remember about Australia, hoping that there should be no Australia there. I think I was rather a success. When we were in the car again, Sir Harry was in wild spirit at having got his job over. "A fine speech, Wisdom," he said. "Now you are coming home with me. I'm all alone, and if you'll stop a day or two, I'll show you some good fishy." We had supper, and then sat down at the fire to smoke. "Listen, Sir Harry," I said, I have something very important to tell you. Where did you get that nonsense about the Germany from?" His face fell. "Was it as bad as that?" "I cut it out of the newspaper, but you surely don't think Germany will ever go to war with us? Ask that question in 6 weeks and it won't need an answer." I said, "If you will listen to me in a half hour, I'm going to tell you a story." I can still see that room and Sir Harry standing before the fire and myself lying back in an armchair speaking. It was the first time I ever told anybody the truth, and it did me no end of good. "So you see," I said, "you have got here in your house the man who is wanted for the Langham Place murder. Your duty is to send for police and keep me up." He looked at me while I smiled. "I believe you, Mr. Hannah. I'm going to help you. Now what I can see do. First I want you to write a letter to your uncle." "No, that's not good, but I'll write to my godfather. He's in the Foreign Office. What do you want?" He sat down on the table, wrote a letter telling his godfather that I might call a Twiston came to him before John 50. He was to help him as well he could. He said to the pro he was a Twiston and nobody else. He won't say the words Blackstone and whistle Annie Larry. "Good," said Sir Harry. "You found my good father at this country house." "It is their art as well. Now that's the next thing. Lend me some clothes, and if the police come here, just show them the car in the river. If the other men turn up, tell them I took the South Express after your meeting." At 2 o'clock he woke me from my sleep in the smoking room armchair and led me into the night. He found an old bicycle which he handed over to me. "By sunrise you will be well in the hills."
Then I should throw the bicycle into the lake and walk on. You can live with the more amount of shape hairs for a week until you were in New Guinea.
The adventure of the roadman. The next morning I was about the hill from where I called to control the district around me. Half a mile away smoke come from a cottage city. It was a very single life. Otherwise there was only the calling of the birds and the sound of the little streams. It was now about 7 o'clock and I was awaiting. I heard once again a noise from the air. I sat quite still. Then I saw an airplane coming up from the east. It was flying high, but as I looked it dropped more than 100 feet and began to circle around the hills. My first job was now to keep going for the next 3 weeks. It was now the 23rd of May, and that meant 20 days before I